Welcome, everyone. My name is Lynn Schuessler-Williams. I'm excited to be your host for this Success Partners International Wednesday Training Zoom. We are starting this Zoom as we start all our team calls and Zooms with our Success Partners signature message. Each and every person on this line can say, I am part of a growing team of entrepreneurs with a shared mission to protect and empower 2 million families and small businesses with LegalShield's network of law firms and world-class identity theft services. What we do matters, and we are looking for help. And with that, I have the great pleasure to go out and introduce a gentleman who's a $150,000 ring earner in LegalShield. He's a friend, a mentor to every one of us, someone I appreciate more each and every day, and I can't believe that's possible. His name is Mr. Timmer Halligan, and the call is yours, sir.
Well, thank you so much, Lynn. Truly appreciate your kind words, and what an incredible job checking folks in tonight. Listen, I know we had a couple technical difficulties. I had people texting me and just saying they weren't able to get on and do, but hopefully everyone's able to get on tonight because we've got a powerful call that we're going to have this evening. And we're going to mix things up just a little bit tonight. Normally at this point, we talk about what does it take to be able to fast start qualify? What does it take to be able to get that first level advancement in LegalShield? And here's what I'm going to tell you. Go over to our team website at begintheascent.com. Get to the Getting Started section. And as you scroll down the page, you're going to go ahead and click on where it talks about fast start qualifying. And we're going to go ahead and walk you through all the steps that you need. What we do want to real quickly say is that, to get yourself fast start qualified, there's two different ways that you can do that. Number one, go out and write $60 worth of premium and add one brand new associate to your team. That gives you a $300 bonus. That gives the sponsor a $300 bonus. Or go out and write $180 worth of membership premium. So that's how you fast start qualify. But what I want to do tonight, because this is a very, very special call, a very, very special announcement that was made today by our home office, continuing to reap or to add on to the incentives that are already in place for the month of September. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I've been with LegalShield for about 15 years now. And I'm going to say today it was the biggest announcement that I've ever heard in regard to the company offering incentives and bonuses. A lot of times when you take a look at incentives and bonuses, some folks may say, hey, that bonus, on being platinum for the next, 3 years or 1 year is going to pay me $1 million. And you're saying, well, I can't do that. And maybe, right now you couldn't. But let me tell you, with the announcements and the add-ons to the bonuses that were announced today, I just got off a special call with about 50, 60 ring earners talking about this new incentive that we've added on. And that's what we're going to spend some time talking about on the first part of our call. Now, we know that when you're a brand new associate, if you fast start qualify and you attend your fast start qualifying class and you get that done in your first 20 days, you're going to get a $300 bonus. And we know that if you get to the manager position in your first 45 days total, you get an additional $200 bonus. So for a total of $500 worth of bonuses. Now, I thought that was unbelievable. I actually had to make 3 phone calls today to 3 different people, to find out if the announcement and the way I read it today was correct. And it was written exactly the way it is. So I'm going to talk about the manager fast start bonus that was also added in today because it's got a lot of components to it that we didn't have prior to a few hours ago, And so here's the way that the advanced to manager fast start qualifying bonus goes. Number one, if you're in your first 45 days with LegalShield and you hit that manager position this month, it is a $500 bonus on top of the $300 bonus that you got for Fast Start qualifying. So that is $800 worth of bonuses. That also counts if you bring on somebody in this business this month, okay, this month, and you help them Fast Start qualify and get to the manager. There's an $800 bonus for that new associate, and there's $800 worth of matching bonuses for the sponsor. Now, you have to hit manager during the month of September. It's not a 45-day thing. You got to hit manager in the month of September. Now, that was great to hear, but then they really pulled the lid off and they opened it up to be more comprehensive. It doesn't matter when you started with LegalShield. You could have started, in 2004, 2005, 1999. It doesn't matter. You have the opportunity to get that $500 bonus, and there's a matching bonus as well that's being tied to that. And I'm still waiting for clarification on that. I brought it up to Don Thompson earlier today, so I'm waiting for clarification. But let me tell you about how this works. So if you are outside of your 45-day window of getting to the manager, let's say I've got, I've been in the business for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I still have and I'm a senior associate. Maybe I'm an associate. I can still earn that $500 bonus, and here is how. You must add 3 brand new associates this month. You must have a brand new set of $400 worth of premium. So let's say right now you're a senior associate and you've written $200 worth of premium, and you're outside your 45-day window. You still can get the manager bonus, but you have to have $400 worth of brand new premium this month, and you must add 3 brand new associates to your team. Now, you must have 3 active legs, okay? So let's say that I'm a senior associate. I started 2 years ago, and I've got, 1 person on my team. I still need to recruit 3 people this month. 2 of them must go frontline to me because I got to have 3 active frontline organizations. The other one I may place underneath one of those 3, or maybe I go 4 wide with what I'm doing. But I got to have 3 brand new associates in the month of September, and I have to have $400 of brand new premium. $400 worth of brand new premium. So if you got, $395 right now worth of premium, and you've got yourself 2 or 3 associates even already on your team, to make this bonus, you must add 3 brand new associates, and you must have $400 worth of brand new organizational premium. Okay, so you got to really sell $400 this month. You and your team of individuals, or your team of people that you've got to have $400 worth of brand new premium this month. And so, guys, I've never seen anything like this. I literally today, when I looked at it, I go, there's got to be a typo here. You're telling me they're going to give a $500 bonus for those that hit manager in the month of September, and it doesn't matter when they started. If you're in the 45 days, okay, you just got to get to manager. Just whatever needs to get done to get to manager. If you're outside of your 45 days, then you've got to still add 3 brand new associates, have $400 worth of brand new premium, and you will get that $500 manager bonus. And so make sure you go into LS Engage. You can print up the flyer. I'm sure there's going to be more and more stuff, but here's what I'm telling folks to do right now. And I know our guest speaker is going to probably elaborate more on what an incredible time this is right now in LegalShield. You may say to yourself right now, you're not a recruiter. Well, here's what I'm saying. Get over it and go out and give somebody this opportunity. Who are we to say that we're not going to give somebody this opportunity? And we've only got, guys, the time is right now, not on the 28th of the month, the 25th of the month, even the 18th of the month, not even the 5th. It's time on September 4th, 2019 to really pull back the covers, take away all your fear, and say, you know what? I'm bringing some people this opportunity. Because we know as a team, our goal is to have 2 million memberships. We need more people. We know that we need more people. We can't get there. And what better time than right now to be able to bring this incredible, incredible opportunity to folks. And so here's what I want to do right now. I'm going to get out of the way, and I'm going to introduce a gentleman who's going to come in and speak to us. You know, him and his family, they're $600,000 per year income earners. They are Platinum Council members. I believe they've been Platinum Executive Directors for 20 plus years. There's nobody better that I would love to talk to right now about this incentive, setting the goals that we need to have in place to get this accomplished, than my very, very good friend, Platinum Executive Director, $600,000 income earner, Mr. Mike Melia.
All righty. Timber, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And it's always a pleasure and an honor, really, to be invited to be on some other leaders' call. And, you know, those of you, I mean, I know that those of you on this call understand this, because you really, literally are one of the best teams in all of LegalShield. In fact, if I was going to sign up today, I'd be calling Timber up and go, Timber, you know, what can you do? Can you get me a good, you know, can you sign me up direct to you? Can I get to work directly with you? And why is that? Because here's what it takes to be successful in our business: a burning desire, a willingness to work, and a willingness to learn, a willingness to be coached. And, you know, and Timber is really one of those folks, along with a lot of the leadership on this team, that really truly embraces that and shares that. Now, you've heard from Timber about, you know, what's going on with the bonuses and the incentives and stuff. And if you go on Facebook and you find Don Thompson, I know Don recently delivered a Facebook Live doing all the updates and covering all the bases on it and stuff. This is so exciting. You know, yesterday when Timber asked me, or, you know, whenever it was that Timber asked me to get on and train on goal setting, you know, a lot of that was like, I do a lot of training on goal setting, and a lot of it starts with the long term and works back, you know, and probably for everyone on this call tonight, that long term is what it really, you know, is aligned with why you're doing this business. Why do you do this business? You know, and what it is, I mean, if you imagine that everything goes great, that you roll your sleeves up, you go to work, you use all the tools and everything else that LegalShield affords us, and you go to work and you build the kind of business that you really want to build, what would your life look like 5 years from now, right? And I always like to begin with the end in mind, look down the road a little bit, but, you know, I'm going to say this is that whatever it's going to look like 5 years from now, this month is so powerful. I almost wanted to throw out all the other aspects of my training and just say how important this very month is. Just this month of September. It's September 4th. September 30th means we got 26 days. But I'm going to shift gears once again and go to the long term and work backwards. So one of the things that you can do is you can write down for yourself, everything goes great. You're a platinum or whatever the goal is you want. And I don't know what your goals are, but I'm going to recommend and take a page from my good friend, John Gardner. John says, the challenge is for most people, you're just not dreaming big enough. Now, maybe you're dreaming big, and I really hope you are. When I got involved with LegalShield, I saw it. I said, you know what? All that I need to hit this platinum level is I need 4 people that are really serious about this business. I need 4 executive directors, and that's all that you need. Now, again, whatever your goal is, what I want you to do is I want you to write it down. I want you to know what you want to, and when it's all said and done, what do you want to get out of your involvement with LegalShield? Writing it down is the first step. Clarifying it, being specific about it, knowing what it is you want, All that's so important. And if you don't know that stuff, you're just drifting around, you're just wandering around. And sometimes that's the biggest problem people have is they're not clear about what it is they want, why they're doing it, what they want to get out of it. And so again, I'm going to say, look down the road a little bit, go 3 to 5 years down the road. Everything goes the way you want. What does your life look like? Where do you live? What kind of car do you drive? How much money are you making? How much money is coming through, your coffers on a monthly basis and such. Okay, once you have that down and you have an equivalent ranking with LegalShield, you back it up. So say you want to be a platinum 3 years from now. Well, you know what? If you want to me, I wanted to be a platinum as fast as I could. So I set the goal within a year. I wound up, I was working along with my brother Steve. So there were 2 of us and such. And we worked together. We were workout partners, but we got it done in 8 or 9 months, something like that. The reason I say that you want to have that focus is you want to know where you're going. You want to know what you're getting out of this. And if you have that, then you can work backwards. So say you want to go, I'm just going to give you an example. Say you wanted to go to platinum in a year, right? Okay. If you're going to go platinum in a year, then you really want to be, probably silver within 9 months. Because, you're going to be working on things simultaneously. In order to be silver within 9 months, you probably want to be bronze in 3 months. Okay, so now if you make bronze in 3 months and you're working on your other 3 organizations, you break a second ED 6 months later, you want to break the 3rd and the 4th ED in those last 3 months. That's not a bad plan. That would make you platinum a year from now. Now, I know that the greatest challenge for most people, when they hear something like that, you could do that, their mind goes, oh, I can't do that, not me, I'm not taking your bubble, whatever it says to you. One of the things that we need to do is clean up that negative feedback and negative talk that we all give ourselves, that limitation that we place on ourselves, okay? Now, I'm not saying you got to go platinum in a year or nothing like that, but if you want to go platinum, I'm going to recommend that you write down platinum executive. My goal is to be a platinum executive director. And then, and we know this, put a date on it. Now, the 6 steps of goal setting really quickly is it's specific, it's written down, there's a time element involved, right? Written, specific, time element involved. So platinum executive director by such and such date, that's written, and you write it down, it's written in specifics on a time element. Once you have those 3 things in place, you generate a game plan. And here's the good news. Here in LegalShield, there's a track to run on. You don't got to make up what to do. The company's putting it right in front of you and providing all the incentives you need to build your business, okay? So also, that's number 4. There's a game plan involved. The company's going to help you with that game plan. Your upline executive is going to help you with that game plan. Your upline senior director is going to help you with that game plan, okay? Then you have to recognize and understand this. Like my brother Steve says it this way, in order to go up, you got to give up. And that is, there's a price to be paid. And then the last thing is you want to employ your subconscious mind. You want to write your goals down. You want to read them over every day. You want to do stuff like vision boards and dream boards. You want to, again, know what your goals are. Educate yourself as to what they are. Be very clear about what you're doing and where you're going, okay? So that's down the road. So, say whatever it is, and you're going to work backwards. So say I wanted to be, an executive director by the end of the year. Then I'm going to work backwards. Well, I want to be a senior, director, say by the end of October. And I want to be a director by the end of September or whatever it might be. Now, here's what we know. Okay, I'm going to shift gears again and go right back to this very month. When you build a manager, if you've been with us a while and you sign up somebody this month and you break a new manager, not only do they get all those bonuses, you'll get those matching bonuses, okay? So not only will you get the short-term money, but you have an opportunity this month to put in as much new business in place as you want to put in place. So say I'm brand new, okay? Say I just made manager myself. I've been with the company, say 45 days, and I qualify for those other bonuses, but now I'm a manager. Now the company is going to tell me that I bring new people on board help them get to manager this very month, right? You know, they have to get $400 worth of premium. What if I did that with 3 new people this month? That's $1,200 worth of premium, right? I'm well on my way to being executive director right then and there. Now you've got to make director in order to be executive director. So you want to make sure you get that in place. If you don't know how to do that, you get with your sponsor and have them sit down with you and make a plan to do it. But here's the goal, guys. You want to decide this month how you're going to take advantage of those bonuses, how you're going to take advantage of the incentives in place, whatever it's going to be for you. You know, I'm going to recommend this. It's like, you know, take a look at it and see how much money is on the table. Understand how much money is on the table. And then you say, I'd like to make, you know, whatever, $1,500 worth of bonuses. Well, you get those matching bonuses by helping 3 people, you know, go manager. Not just, it doesn't necessarily have to be 3 new people, right? But 3 people that you have sponsored in the business. Now, you want to do this and you want to work with those managers to go, I mean, with those new people who are not yet managers to go manager. So how do you do it? First, you pick out the people, you take inventory. You see who could do that, who's possible to do that, who's eligible for that. Right? Make a list before you go to bed tonight of everybody on your team who's eligible to go manager. Start with the newest people first. People that signed up within the last 2 weeks. People that signed up within the last month, and then the last 2 months, and then the last 3 months. And you can go back a little bit. Once in a while, you're going to have somebody that you know is very capable of it, who signed up a year ago but got distracted. A phone call to those folks will not hurt. It can only help, because you can say, hey, listen, the company's looking out for people like yourself who never really got started properly to give you another opportunity, and they put some bonus money on the table to make it interesting, because that's what they've done, right? You know, I talked to Don Thompson the day before yesterday, and his announcements he first made, and I said to him, what about people that signed up a year ago or 2 years ago, 3 years ago? He says, you know, I've been thinking about that. And he says, I'm going to sleep on it tonight, but I can't see any downside. Can you? And I couldn't see any downside either. How many people are gone a year or 2 years back and they're not, you know, they're not really involved in the business right now? Most of them are probably not going to come around, but some of them might. So a quick phone call into them cannot hurt. And that, you know, and that's all in the process of taking inventory. But first, guys, you know, again, I'm a goal-oriented person. So I think you need to decide where you want to be. And let's take it this way. It's September, so it's 4 months till the end of the year. So I think that's a good goal set. What do you want to be by the end of December? Now, I know a lot of you are asking the question, what do I want to be by the end of September? Because that's the rank you're going to go into the conference with. You know, and that's important, right? It's very important. And so I'm going to tell you that the 2 goals that I want you to write down tonight, okay, yes, your 5-year or 3-year goal, whatever it is, your longer-term goal, while you're doing this business. But then I want you to break it back down to, where do you want to be by the end of this year, by the end of 2019? And then secondly, where do you want to be by the end of September? You write those down, again, written, specific, time element involved, and then you generate a game plan. The game plan you start with is not the game plan you'll finish with. Understand that. That's a very important point. And then, guys, and this again is important, employ your subconscious mind. What do I mean by that? Okay. Every time that you're reading a positive book, you're reprogramming your mind in a positive way. Every time you challenge negative thinking or limitation thinking, you're reprogramming your mind in a positive way. Most of us have been, you know, like John, I'm going back to John Gardner because I love his quotes from John. I know he didn't make it up, but he says it well. We're designed for greatness, we're designed for success, but we're conditioned or programmed for less than that, for failure, okay? We're conditioned for mediocrity, for settling for less. One of my sayings is this, is the universe will deliver to you what you're willing to settle for. So I say to you, do not settle for less. Know specifically what you want. The clearer you are, and you infuse your positive emotional expectancy in that vision, and you infuse your sense of purpose in that vision, and that vision will come to pass. As long as you are clear about the vision, you know what you want. You know, Brian Tracy said this. He said, there's no wrong visions or no inaccurate, no not okay visions or whatever he says that way. Sometimes there's mistaken timelines. Sometimes we want it faster than we can really do it. Okay. I say to you, when you're clear on your vision, never give up that vision. Maybe you don't accomplish it. Say you want to do something by the end of November. End of November comes and you don't accomplish it, but you still want that. So you just change the time frame on it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Okay. So this month, have a plan for yourself. How you're going to use the bonuses, how you're going to use the incentives. If you're not, if you're new and you need help doing this plan, generating this plan, get with your sponsor, get with your senior executive, get with your executive director. These folks will help you. Your senior director, your senior director or your executive director. These folks are on your side. They have a vested interest in your success. So together, okay, again, understand the program. I haven't gone into it. Tim went into it. Don Thompson has it up on Facebook. Get it, understand it, and then take inventory. Who can you help go manager this month? The more people you help go manager, the closer you're going to get yourself to executive director. If you're not yet a director, come out of this with a plan to go director, okay? And if you got a good enough plan to go director, and you help enough people go manager this month, you help 5 people go manager, guess what? You're a director, you're gonna make executive director. Okay, so understand that. Guys, it's in your hands. Your destiny's in your hands. It's never been clearer and it's never been better. We've never had a better incentive in front of us. So I know that's a mouthful and that's a lot. But again, in review, have a goal. Write your goal down. Have it be specific and measurable. Have a time element involved. Generate a game plan, knowing that the game plan's a work in progress. Understand there's a price to pay. Pay full retail, like my friend Frank Coin says. And then lastly, employ your subconscious mind, including challenging whatever negative programming might be left over from days gone by. So Timmer, I'm going to turn it back over to you. If you got any questions for me, quick ones, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
I think, Mike, you covered everything tonight, and, some great things were said. The universe will deliver to you what you're willing to settle for. There's a price to pay, and we need to pay full retail. I can't ask for anything more. I appreciate you, sir, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Salt Lake City, and shoot, maybe we'll catch a show in New York around Halloween.
I think I'm going to be somewhere overseas.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we got another country to work from now too. So, oh my goodness. Well, listen, team, what I want to say tonight is reiterate what Mike talked about. Number one, put together 2 goals that you've got. The first one is your goal for the end of 2019. Your goal for finish September of 2019, and put together a plan. And if you're not sure what to do, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be live every single night on our team Facebook page for the next 26 days. There's going to be no lack of resources, no lack of help, no lack of encouragement. We just got to go out and do what it is that we know we are capable of doing. We just need to make sure, and you need to clarify in your head that you are willing to do it. So I appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We'll go ahead and get this up on our team website here by tomorrow at the latest. And you guys have a fantastic night, and bye-bye for now.